Hello and good evening. I'm Spike and welcome to my channel and my stream. This is Star Citizen. So last night I had a casual re-enter into the world of streaming again after a week and a bit off. Feeling much better today, ready to get bang on it and get cracking. Um, if you saw my stream yesterday or last night, whether you're watching it live on Twitch or whether you're catching up at my YouTube channel, you'll have noticed that I had a couple of issues yesterday that got in the way of some of the things that I was trying to do or trying to achieve. So tonight I'm going to attempt to, I don't want to say finish, but restart the 290k odd priority mission out here in Pyro, in the Pyro system, and try and make some coin, get some money, and get ever closer to being able to purchase that Drake Vulture that I want back to be able to salvage. Obviously, we'll be looking at the test implications of this alpha. Such as yesterday, I encountered the old classic elevator void glitch where, the elevator just doesn't load into the map on occasion, and it just becomes a hole in the floor and you just sink through the map. Obviously that happened to me yesterday. I was a bit too overzealous in opening the I think it was a checkmate. I opened my first hangar elevator and just went straight down. And had to respawn. And then obviously there was a couple of issues yesterday. One with my cutter's cockpit door that I managed to resolve by moving everything over into Pyro and reclaiming it to a hangar station there. So hopefully that is now permanently fixed. And also my Titan, my starter ship, where I've had two instances now of having problems with the cockpit seat in that ship. The first instance was at Area 81, Area 18, sorry, and the Riker Memorial Station in my personal hangar, where as soon as I got into the seat, just immediately got killed. No idea why that was. However, the last part of yesterday's stream, last night's stream, I went to get out of the seat, as any of you can go and see. Getting towards the priority mission location, it's about 2.5 million miles out from that, so getting relatively close. And press Y to get out the seat. Animation put me out the seat. The gravity of the ship didn't take hold, so I just fell to the floor. I was laying on my back, and as I went to get up, the immediate action of getting up in that animation pushed me through the floor of my ship, which left me in my spacesuit outside, traveling slower than the speed of the ship, which was cruise controlling towards the location, with me just floating behind. Obviously, that's that's no good when you're nearly 50 million miles away from the station that we're starting at today, which is Gaslight. But obviously, a couple of little bugs there to contend with. Now, I have noticed, I will mention this in my off-stream gameplay session with SirFaldo. There was an instance where I did fall through the floor on planet side. I can't remember exactly where that was. I think it was at Terminus. We were doing a mission there, very similar mission to what I'm attempting to do today, a priority mission. Um, and yeah, I just ended up walking between two modules of an on-planet building, and the join between the interior module and the external, what would have been a pressured airlock chambered area, the join between the two was not solid at the floor, and for whatever reason, I just happened to hit the one point as I walked over it, straight through the floor, straight through the planet's surface, falling through the planet, and had to initiate incapacitated death to respawn myself. So I feel that the issues I'm currently facing might be Pyro specific, because I don't face these floor issues with any asset in Stanton, in the Stanton system. Obviously, Pyro is still relatively fresh and new in a playable build. However, it's been very minimal. It's not everywhere I go. It's only happening once or twice, and it tends to be, from what I can tell, due to some form of animation taking place, taking precedence over the solidarity of whatever asset I happen to be on, whether that be I get into the chair, animation, boom, death, or get out of the chair, animation, fall to the floor, phase through the floor, or animation of the reload in a mission, walking between two planet side building modules and phasing through the floor. So there seems to be a little bit of consistency going on to some degree. Um, as it stands, though, we are here at Gaslight in minimal equipment. I do actually need to allow shader load, obviously, because it's only the second time I've been here. I don't think I've even been into this habitation area of this station, so there will be a little bit of lag here and there with regards to shaders and textures being loaded through the graphics. That's to be expected. I've also got a entirely different armor set on of called the Inquisitor, which looked very, very similar, as mentioned in yesterday's stream, to the Inquisitor's get-up from TV show Red Dwarf, which I'm kind of vibing with. I kind of like it. Um, I don't think... No, I don't have my... No, I've lost my multi-tool. Okay, so I need to purchase a multi-tool and have a tractor beam, just in case, because why the hell not? And I also need to get me some water, I guess. Get some fluids to stay hydrated. No void floor for me today on this particular elevator. So yeah, as mentioned, I'm just gonna roam around Pyro for a bit of a difference in scenery, and to try and aim for that higher price payout when it comes to a priority mission. Also, yes, there is some, as you can see with this, there is some gas or lighting bleed through solid assets that shouldn't happen, but only in certain focused areas. Again, this is just an optimization issue with the light sources and what is and isn't blocking them in comparison to the 3D models around the area. So I'm not too fussed about that as a form of bug, because that's just a finishing thing, you know. It's more about mechanical functionality, um, code execution and response. And apart from that, uh, we sh we should be roughly good to go. So let's have a gander at the old contract and see what we got in offers. We've got two priorities. Here's one. Where's this going to ask us to go? It's just at an asteroid cluster. It doesn't actually give much in the way of where we should be. The problem with these though is that I've found, I think, um, they're not going to give me an exact location until I accept them. So you know what? Let's accept both of them. They're not time limited on exception. Um, so we're going to track and do the strike the supply convoy. Let's see where that is for now. Where's my? Yeah, we are. Please be close to Gaslight. Please tell me it's close. Am I going to have to travel across the system? I'm going to have to travel across the system, aren't I? Oh, of course, naturally. Naturally, I've got to go the opposite spar to where I started, because obviously we started over at the Stanton Gateway over here. We ended up jumping down to Checkmate, somewhere down in this middle section. Somewhere around here, I think. Memory serves around. No, there we go. It's right in the inner ring. So we had to jump into here, and then obviously I was coming out to Gaslight because I was somewhere around here, 50k out for yesterday's mission that obviously I couldn't complete. So that's of course it'd be over at Terminus, which is where I had issues before, but at least I've got a name of a cluster that I can actually get to I know I need a ship for routing. It's going to be too far to get there anyway. But at least I'm going to be able to get to somewhere like Terminus. And yeah, 109G. Oh, what a distance. That mission is quite hard to do. Do you need help? I would probably prefer some help, my G. Thank you very much for reminding me, SirFaldo, to actually probably jump into a voice chat in my server. There we go. Feel free to join at any point. And for anyone else who ends up watching the stream, or either now or later on YouTube, probably about to be joined by SirFaldo. So we'll see what occurs there. I'm going to get myself set up and, like I say, get some materials. I only need fluids really, and a multi-tool. Probably should get some weapons as well. I'm not too bothered about how hard the mission is. I'm just after those credits, and considering it's going to be nearly half a mil, probably going to be good idea to go for it, right? So before we call a ship, what do we have in the way of? No, I don't want skewers. I want actual fluids. Got anyone with actual fluids to sell? No, I need to. It's the other thing as well as being in a new area that you've not been to before. As similar as most of these stations are, this is totally different to how Stanton works, in a sense. So I do need to find. Yeah, shops this way. Yeah, that's where I need to be. Let's go get some fluid. Yeah, this is what I remember. I am having issues with my W key again as well for moving forward. So if anyone sees my screen, not just stuttering because of the shader load, but also I'm running and then my ability to sprint cuts out and such like, that's going to be why. It's because my W key is acting up and being a little bit funny again. Um, I should probably also update and upgrade my Titan weaponry. I think I've got the Badger on it, when I should really have a CF337, perhaps.
Your loadout default on your Titan.
Oh, hang on a second, I hear a man. You're really quiet. Why are you really quiet? Because for some reason Discord's put your volume down to 82%. There we go.
Yeah.
Hey dude, how you doing?
I'm not too bad. How are you?
I am pretty good. Last couple of days has been really well done. No, very productive, should I say. I finally managed to fix my car. Not only is my new subframe on, but my power steering's fixed. And I've just
Hell yeah.
ordered some 25 feet, 3 rolls of 25-foot copper piping to replace my slightly leaking brake lines. I've ordered the right stuff, and like it's copper nickel shit, but I'm getting it in a roll so I can bend my own pipe, because trying to buy pre-bought bent pipe is so expensive. It's like 80 quid a pipe for each side. I need to spend that on my tyres. So like 20 quid for a roll. We've got a pipe bender here. I'll just do what we did with the last lot, um, and replace them. But yes, I do need to actually upgrade the loadout to my Titan, because I did have it on in 3.24. We've obviously moved to 4.0 build, got wiped, and I've not purchased back since. So, um, I would like to get the Gatling gun I had on the front, but I don't think it's available in this shop at Gaslight. So I'm tempted to go for either a shredder repeater. Oh no, maybe.
You should still have the Revenant on front if it's stock.
Well, everything is stock for
That
sure,
way.
but I had a much bigger Gatling gun, didn't I? Because I took your advice on the last time when we were flying between Hurst and when I got the Vanguard. Um, and I remember us doing those medical box missions in the Thinker Cave, and in between sessions with them at the time, I went hunting for your recommendation of the Titan loadout, Vanguard loadout of the best, like, it was the best Gatling gun at the time for actual bullets, actual shells, capacity like 3,000, I think, and just an upgrade to the 2 laser cannons on the side for both ships. And I think, yeah, I think because it's the Titans are size 2s and a size 3, and the Vanguard's obviously like bigger, and I just went for the
Avenger
bigger ones.
Titan is 2 size 3s and a size 4.
Oh, okay, so it's bigger now then, or I'm
If
remembering it
you
wrong.
want if you want a ballistic Gatling on it, the best one is the stock one anyway, the Revenant.
Oh,
You
is
won't
it?
get
Okay, yeah,
you
yeah,
won't
no,
get
fine.
any DPS.
But the
But
lasers either side, I'm probably better off getting something different, and I'm pretty sure it's
you
running the
can get them.
227 badges, so I could probably get the Panthers on it.
No, you can get attrition 3s from Checkmate,
Oh,
and
right.
they
If
will like double your DPS.
okay, if that's the case, I'll just head myself back to Checkmate because I was going to go straight from Gaslight over to Terminus because cut the corner. But if that's the case, I'll just go to Gaslight. Right. Well, that's if I don't get lost in this station.
Do you,
There we
I
go.
did send you an invite to party. I don't know if you got it.
No, I didn't see it pop up. That might be because I was alt tab into Discord and resolving the volume. That's still a little bit loud. There we go. Let's scooch that down to where
I
it should
sent
be.
you
There
an
we go.
invite. I don't think I could send you another one.
Well, let's have a look in the old F2, see if it's cropped up and come across in com.
It should be impending.
No, no, it's not impending at all. It has not come across. Why has it not come across?
Do you want to invite me to party then?
Um, well, do you know what? I've not actually done anything, so I'll just do the classic, proceed back to menu, and then just
Oh,
jump in with you that way. Oh, is my shit cut out? Or has Discord just cut out? Is it
you
being a
did
bit
cut out
shitty?
a little bit, but I can hear you
Oh,
now.
yeah, no, I know why. I found this the other day. So I found out what's causing my Discord to do what it does, where I cut out. You never believe this. It's the where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's the hardware acceleration and the open H.264 codec in Discord.
Ooh.
Yes. Ooh. So when I remove it, it takes a little while to re-engage, but when it does, I ran before I stopped streaming for the week and a bit. Actually was online with Liam a little bit, and yeah, I had no problems, no dropout, no cutout for like 4 straight hours. So I found out what was causing it. It's the 264 codec and the hardware acceleration, which seeing as I'm not streaming in Discord at the moment, don't need. But I think it is based around what I said before, where it could potentially be the AMD cycle clock that causes an issue on reading that particular codec and driver.
Are you ready? I'll drag us in.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. But
Awesome.
yeah,
I
I assume that supply strike the supply cargo one, which is the one I was going to do last night, is like fighting off ships rather than like an
yeah,
all-out
you've
gunfight.
got to protect one ship, or you got to take out the supply drop. But there's a lot of
Yeah.
enemies. It's
Okay.
difficult.
Okay. Yeah, I assumed it was probably not going to be a one-person mission considering the payout, but I thought, oh, I'll go see it and see if I can get there, and then obviously I ended up phasing out of my ship before I got anywhere close. So, but it is what it is. Do 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 do. Oh, let's see. Let's see what's going on today. Hey. And we're in. Let's get rid of global chat. Just gonna go straight to hangar and make my way to. I'm guessing you're at checkmate at the moment.
Yeah, I should be.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, I'll make my way there as fast as I possibly can because that's obviously like a several minute flight path. Oh no, it's probably not going to matter too much now because obviously those missions don't exist. Let's see what they are. See what the new ones are. Offers per. Oh, I've got no priority for gaslight at the moment. Because I'm still in Habs. Let's have a look now. Is that going to have changed it? Offers. There we go. Yes, it was because I was still in Habs. So there's the outpost. So we'll accept that one. And we'll accept the convoy. We'll track that one. Oh, I am in. That's because I'm not near you. That's why I can't share it, isn't it?
Can't share these priority missions anyway.
Oh, never mind. My bad. Why am I going to the shops? I want to go to my hangar. Oh, screw you, W key. Come on. Stop being a bitch. Oh, I want to go this way. There it is. There it is. Now I get my bearings. Not that it mattered which direction I went round that square, but hey ho, it is what it is. It's,
Welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system.
Oh yeah. Well, let's not claim that. Let's just retrieve this bad boy.
Stand by. Your vehicle has
Yeah.
cleared visitors again.
Let's get into the cutter. Oh, it's because you're a person's personal hangar. You should already be here. Come on. Come on. Give me the elevator. What is? Don't tell me I'm stuck on the station. What? Oh, okay. It's only the left elevator that's working today. See how she goes. Cable load. There we go. And then let's get that one up and running. There we go. Make sure things are loading. And before we go, I think you're the closest screen. Your fleet manager, I don't want you. Just want to check my inventory here. Yep, you're just the one. Okay, so there's nothing on me. Door opens. Yes, cockpit door to the cutter opens. Lovely jubbly. Fixed. Just broken Stanton. Okay. Doesn't bother me too much. Ah, there we go. H2 fuel at 0 again. You were at 29 mil yesterday. Oh, look at you. No, let's get back. Load. Auto. Yeah, see. No service. Ah, whatever. What? Get the hell out of here. Oh yeah. Nice TR man. Let's get ourselves over to checkmate. Boom. En route. Yeah. Beautiful. Oh. So the Pyro abandoned outpost isn't actually that far for one mission. Is that the other mission? Is that the one I'm... Yeah, okay. I think the clear outpost one is actually a lot closer. It's like 40G from... Is it though? Yeah, it must be. So if I'm tracking the Terminus one, if I go to the other contract, the supply run, track that one, does it stay? Yeah. Does that now put it on the board for the map? No, okay. I've got one over here. But I don't have the one for over here. Interesting. So one's over at Rabion. I didn't read that right. Snipers, yeah. Asking to report a flurry of activity at Pyro 1 abandoned outpost. Okay, so that's that one. So, for tracking this one.
Fuel is at 75%.
Ah. Yeah, so one's at Pyro 1 abandoned outpost, and one's at just an asteroid cluster. The Pyro 1 abandoned outpost is actually pretty close.
Where's it near?
Well, I'm
the outpost, but I can get to. It'll be near like Last Landings or somewhere like that.
well, this is the thing, dude. If you look at my stream right now, checkmate I am 20G from, and then the Pyro 1 abandoned outpost yellow marker is to my right and 20G in that direction, as like the other side of... It must be the other side of Pyro 1.
Can you check the contract and see where it's near, and I can set a route to it?
It doesn't say. It just says to go to an asteroid field.
No, the abandoned outpost one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Pyro 1 abandoned outpost. That's it.
Yeah, but they're like dynamically generated.
Right, so I'm reading it, and there is no location. It's just saying Pyro 1 abandoned outpost. The strike supply convoy just says at an asteroid cluster. Now that one is over at Rob Ion asteroid cluster up near Terminus, because I have the marker for that one on the map. Whereas the clear outpost one, our scouts report a flurry of activity at Pyro 1 abandoned outpost. That's literally all it says with regards to where. But I have the marker on my visual, but when I go to the map, it's not on the map. It's not been marked on the map, even though I'm tracking that mission.
Oh, is it not?
No,
so you
look.
can't click it on the map thing.
No, exactly correct. Hence why I'm like, look at my screen where I'm looking out the window as I pass it. There it is. Over
Cancel
there.
the route. Click cancel on the right on your map screen. It will still travel you, but just click the cancel the route.
So there's one. What? So it's in entirely the other direction, and that one's moving. That one's clearly moving. Or is it because I'm moving? Ah. So yeah, it's just on Pyro 1. So hang on a second. Why have I got the marker out there? Because that isn't Pyro 1. It's facing the wrong way. What? Anyway, I need to get supplies at checkmate, because I have no weapons. I have no multi-tool. And I'd very much like to upgrade my ship. And now I need fuel. So. Oh yeah, let's slow the fuck down and slam into the...
That's why I love my Corsair. It's got 5.2 million.
Noise.
And Grumpy gifted me a paint yesterday.
Ah.
Remember the graffiti paint I had for it?
Kind of, maybe.
I don't know if you would have seen it, because I think it's like a subscriber paint, but it's like
Maybe not then.
it's like a light brown color or like a creamy color, and then it's got like spray paint and graffiti on it.
Yeah.
It fits the Drake aesthetic, I believe. But yeah, I'd have to go all the way back to era 18 to get it. I
Ah.
can't bother.
No, thank you.
That's why next time it does an update, I'm set
Moving
behind
everything.
like 18 to checkmate, I think.
Yeah, that's what I've done with this lot. Move to checkmate and then over to gaslight for last night. And then...
I've had a look. The furthest distance you
No,
can
no,
travel
no,
in
no, 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 no.
Titan is about 130 GM.
Oh. I think I just managed to drift myself out of a crash there. Restricted area? My vehicle will be impounded? What the fuck are you on about? I've just got here. Right. Let's try that again. Oh, have you just lost my hanger? You being a bitch.
This vehicle already has a space assigned. Please proceed to the designated location.
Well, I'd love to, but I can't. There we go. Just decided to get rid of the designated location so I couldn't see it. Where she be? No!
Oh, so
No!
close now. I see you, like, it's coming in sideways.
Just no.
I did see you just rotate and get
Yeah,
vehicle back.
it's what the f
Well,
what?
you just said you went
Yeah,
sideways.
no, I know, because the fuck, my speed on this is ridiculous. Like, I've set my trim to really low. Oh, it's because I didn't turn fucking cruise control off. For fuck's sake, man. No wonder why I couldn't slow down. I'm trying to reverse and the thing's still pushing me forward. Right. Get down. Yeah, bitch. Oh, no,
Goddamn,
because...
I've got 83 bottles of fucking cruise on me. 85, technically.
Ugh, jam. What?
Oh, damn, indeed.
Why is it not giving me my landing to go auto, repair that 100 credits of damage? Let's get out of there. Let's get out of the ship. Now, I kind of want the cutter for armor, but it only has 2 guns, so I'm going to go for the Titan and store this. Come on, WT, stop being a dick.
What's the HP of the cutter compared to the Titan? I'd imagine the Titan's a bit more.
The Titans, I don't think is as good, armor-wise or HP-wise, purely because it's smaller. But it has 3 weapons and it's faster and more nimble. So I'm going for the fighter because if we're going to have to be doing some space fighting and such like, I might as well claim this bad boy.
Okay, that is, yeah, so the cutter's got about 5,100 HP more than the Titan, but the Titan's got 1 more shield.
Yes. Yeah, it's better for dogfights, man. That's what I used to be in until I got like Vanguard and the Inferno. So, and I did all right in it when I was going in it. When yep, cool. Otherwise, good.
Oh, you left me.
No, I haven't. I haven't even pressed a button.
Oh, you're a kilometre away, so...
What? I didn't even hit lobby. I didn't even select a button. What? Oh, because some idiots called the lift. No, 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 no. Let me out the lift. Oh, you asshole.
Would that be... No, it's not me calling the lift because you've gone somewhere else.
Yeah, I know, because some idiot called the lift, and then they've left me in it, and now I'm in his property, and now he's killed me. Oh, for fuck's sake, bro. What the fuck?
Did he really kill you? Are you
Yeah.
incapacitated?
I'm dead in the lift, and I'm just back at gaslight. For fuck's sake, man. He called the lift to me, and then I didn't even get a chance to get out before he's pulled me to his fucking hangar and killed me. For fuck's sake. Fucking arsehole.
When Pyro first came out, people were just running into the elevator with you and just trying to kill you the moment you get to the hangar.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happened. I didn't press the lobby button. I was just about to press a button, and no, it just called me down. I didn't even get a chance to get out of the elevator before he got in and pulled me to his hangar. Fuck's sake. Now both my ships are at fucking checkmate. Brilliant. This is not what I need.
Should we? You want to come here? Shall I wait
Yeah,
for you?
I ain't gonna stay at Gaslight. There's no point. Everything's towards checkmate. I just need to now sit and claim a ship back here to be able to get back to you. Wasting another fucking 10-15 minutes. Just want to crack on. Oh, it's fucking key.
Would you like me to see if you can get any parts from Gaslight before you move off? Maybe you can get like a new parts for it.
I mean, you can do if you really want.
What
Like,
ship are you looking to upgrade, the Titan or the cutter? The
both.
Titan. Okay.
Both. I just buy the bits and then fit them. Because I know that they are just bog standard. Like, because of the wipe, so. And, yeah, it was previous build and all. Let me get to the shop and see what's there.
You can get the attrition 3s from Gaslight.
Okay, and they are shields, weapons.
Weapons. The 2 weapons for the Titan to replace the
Oh,
Omniskis.
oh yeah. Not what I want. Over here.
So it's not in there, it's behind you. Not in that armor shop. You want to go 180 and go to the good as new stop. Yeah, that one.
This is the one I was in. Yeah, I realised where I was going was wrong. The attrition 3s, yeah?
Yeah, just type in 3 in the search
I've already
bar.
got them. I just need 2 of those. And for the cutter? Because that's only got shitty 227s on it.
Yeah, that would be attrition 2s.
I'll just get the attrition 2s, okay. There's the 1, that's the 3. Oh, there aren't 2s here. There's only 1, 3s and 4s.
Let me look quickly on DPS.
I could get a 337 Panther. Would that not fit? I don't want to spend too much cash because obviously I'm trying to save it towards the Vulture that I'm still trying to go for. But
What have you got on there at the moment?
it's all bog standard. It's all bog standard. So they've only got I've only got the 227 repeaters and whatever missiles it has.
Okay.
Can't even remember what it's got.
Got Bark on the cutter.
Sparks.
I would say leave the badges on if you can't get like the attrition ones or anything.
I can get the attrition 1, the attrition 3, and the attrition 4 here. Or I assume the CF 337 Panthers are the next one up.
Apparently, you can get the attrition ones from that shop.
You can get attrition 1s, not attrition 2s, which is what you said initially.
Might be. Yeah. It's because fucking DPS is showing size 1 and 2 weapons.
Yeah, no, the attrition 1 repeaters are here, 10k a piece for size 1s.
Only in Lawville, yeah.
So, do I want to buy the attrition 1s then?
No, because they're still like. I'm just trying to look.
I mean, it's not. I don't intend to fight with the cutter anyway, so if that's the case, I'll probably just leave the badges on.
Well, you can get
I'll go and get the Panthers.
You can get the M4A laser cannons. They'll do more DPS, like an extra 103 DPS.
I did see them earlier. Where are they? They're right near the top. There they go. M4A cannons, size 2s.
Yeah.
Comparative with the M3, yeah. Was it the M4? Yeah, the M4As I had on something before. I can't remember. Or maybe it was these that I bought for the cutter. Yeah, I must have done. I'll buy 2 of those. Any better shields or
What for the cutter? Oh wait, are they
eight
both the same size? They're both the same size.
size
Okay,
2s or 3s? I can't remember.
size 1 shields and a Titan and cutter.
Okay. Well, what have we got here?
Oh,
Oh no, these engines. Acons, medium size, component.
there's no upgrade for the Titan where you are. You can't buy any of the better shields in
Yeah.
Pyro.
Okay, so I won't bother with those. How about the cutter? Oh, these are engines, aren't they? Colossus, Defiant, Cryostar, although they're coolers.
The stewards are slightly better.
The
Steward
Steward.
for the car, yeah, it goes from 1500 to 1700.
That's speed, isn't it? What about fuel?
No, that's the shield.
Oh, that's the shield, sorry. How many shields has the cutter got? 2.
1.
I just got the 1. Okay, I'll just buy the 1 of those then. Alright, right, if that's the case, I'll call the cutter here, I'll put these
One
on.
drive, you can get a really good one, and it increases your max range, called the Colossus.
The Colossus, yeah, that's for the cutter.
For the car, yeah.
Yeah, there it is. I'll get one of those.
Probably the cutter as well, then.
The
Yeah.
Titan.
Well, the Titan, it will decrease your range.
No, I want range. I want range in Pyro more than speed.
That's not available in Pyro.
So should I get the Colossus for the cutter then?
Get it for the cutter because that makes no difference to your max distance, but don't get it for the Titan because it
Yep.
drops your distance by
Yeah,
about
no.
20 GM.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I want to be able to get around Pyro, ideally. Arctic Storm, heat safe. Icebox, heat sink. No, because Explorer, Exodus, Excelsior, no. Starburn, Duojet, Fire, Drift, Hurricane.
At
Yeah,
the moment, you don't
sure.
have to worry about coolers because you're not making massive changes to your ship. So
No, but it was nice to have slightly better gear on it. Anyway, fucking, I did that last time. Just go straight over from the ship shop to the fucking bar. Let's go. Right, back to the hangar. So I'll call out the cutter, fit these, and then get on my merry way. And then when I get there, I can ditch the cutter, pull out the Titan, upgrade that, and then we'll be ready to trek off. Can't believe this. Oh, that screen's in use. Yes.
Airsoft vehicle retrieval system. Your insurance claim has been sent.
Yeah, come on.
Thank
No,
you.
just pay it.
Please visit us again.
Just fucking hope it doesn't happen here.
they've brought down fucking the live universe, the live system, like every other day so far for maintenance.
Yeah. Well, I can say that I've noticed a difference in how it responds and runs, that's for sure. The code execution's definitely much smoother as well. You're not sat there just waiting for things to complete and finish, which is nice.
I mean, I've got everything on maximum 1440p, and I'm getting like 75 FPS just in this station, which is like pretty good to be honest.
Well, see, with the size of Pyro and the way I was flying around last night, like I've said at the top of my stream, I'm just struggling with textures and shaders because this is only my 2nd or 3rd appearance in Pyro in general anyway. But considering how fast it's responding, you know, I'm not getting the kind of stutter that I had to start with in like elsewhere. And
Do you clear out your shaders between builds?
huh?
Do you clear out your shaders when you
No, do
upgrade?
I? Fuck no, no, I don't. I don't do anything to my build. I literally just rename it and shift it across. That's it.
That is one of the recommendations.
I know it is, but I'm pushing stress testing to see what difference it actually makes. Because when I've cleared shaders before and As if I've suddenly got 2 viewers. What?
Someone called TVINV.
TVIMV. Is that on my stream?
Yeah, that's what.
Well, happy viewing. Let's get that going. Let's get that going. That seems to be back up. It clearly didn't find my stream key, but I'm going to be very wary about the fact that it's that's occurred. Someone better not be trying to get onto my stream and take it over, because I will be pissed and I will find you and hunt you down and murder you. Well, maybe not murder. Digital murder. You wish you hadn't met me. Anyway, back to what I was doing.
Welcome to the A-Stop
I need to store it
Retrieval
to fit
System.
this shit, don't I?
Your vehicle
Yeah,
has
you
been
did,
moved
yeah.
to our storage system.
Fucking
Visit us again.
good doy.
Goodbye.
Well, it's here, so at least I'm going to be able to do that.
I mean, you could always pull it up on the hanger and manually fit it, but that's just a lot
Yeah,
of
pain
work.
in the ass.
I
Give
don't know
me
if
all
you
the
heard
data.
me, but Snail spent 700 quid on a new monitor.
A new monitor? What?
Yeah. He got himself the Samsung Odyssey G6 OLED thing.
Yeah, that's not a bad choice. I wouldn't spend that much money on a screen, though. Like...
Well, this
so,
is like, he had to talk himself, he said he had to talk himself out of spending £3 on a new build. And he was like, I didn't need it because my PC works, so I just splurged on a monitor instead. So now it's like 240 hertz, OLED, no glare. Should be really good. It's got like a refresh rate of like 0.03 milliseconds.
yeah, that's not bad. I think my refresh rate is, I think it's under 1.2 at 165 hertz. Which for ultra wide and 34 inch curved, pretty damn good. Not quite OLED, but it's pretty crisp and clear, considering. What was it doing?
I've been tempted to
Uh,
move mine to my 4K monitor to see how that runs, but
ooh, 4K. What was it
I
going?
used to game exclusively on 4K before I got the Hawaii monitor.
We're going to that one, and that one, and then not in the missile racks. Where are we at? I can't see shit. Save changes. Save changes. Right, so that's the M4As on the cutter. They were for the cutter, weren't they? Yeah, because I can't fit the other one because it's oh shit, that's a good point. I'm gonna have to whip it out of my inventory here, aren't I, to bring it with me. Yeah. Funny. Okay. Oh, I've got this shitty beacon undersuit. Oh well, whatever. Let's get the Inquisitor stuff on. Wow, yeah.
What have I got here? Any weapons? I think I got the AO3. Oh, yeah, I got the Kismet shotgun, Kana rifle, Custodian, FS9, AO3,
Welcome
S38.
to the A-Stop Vehicle Retrieval
Right, retrieve
System.
that.
Please visit us again.
Fuck. Good point. Am I actually going to be able to move them out my inventory to my shit? That's a good point. I'm not, am I? Because I'm not going to be able to put... Oh, this sucks. I need to get a multi-tool to build this shit out of my freight elevator. Because I can't carry the things.
What are you trying to move out your freight elevator?
Well, I'm going to have to move my weapons onto my cutter to bring to the fucking Titan, aren't I? Unless I do it here.
I thought you were doing it through the menu, like storing your ship and doing it that way.
Yes, but my Titan isn't here. It's a checkmate, remember?
I thought you claimed it.
To the A-Stop Vehicle
Not
Retrieval
here. I
System.
claimed it at checkmate. So
Yeah,
my
but
Titan's at
you bought the
checkmate.
gun there, right?
Huh?
You bought the guns at Gaslight.
Yeah.
Just claim your Titan.
I,
Get it
I'm
brought to
trying.
you.
Yeah, but I'm trying not to have to spend 5 fucking minutes to do so, and then another 7 to get back to you to checkmate to do these missions, man. I'm trying to be a little bit on the speedier side, because, like, I don't know if you need to be off at any specific time, and it's already 11 o'clock.
Thank
I
you.
was trying to save the hassle of wasting time having to do it all here, just to end up back where I started, where the ship already is. And it was just like, hang on a minute, I've bought these here. I need to transfer them out of my inventory to bring them over. That would have been better, but I suppose this is a quicker way. Especially seeing as I don't have a multi-tool here. I didn't buy one because I forgot.
You can get one if you go on the elevator and go to the cargo deck. I believe you could buy one there.
Oh, I don't know if I can be asked. Could I be asked? No, because by the time I get this, I'll be coming back to checkmate
Thank you.
anyway. 30 seconds, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. Move the cutter to the storage, and this fucking thing goes there. They need to change the focus of these two ships around as well. The cutter's the courier, and the Titan's a starter. Really. But it is what it is. Come on. Yeah, retrieve. Give me that bad boy. Give me my Titan so I can John Crichton it. There she be.
Ooh, I wonder if I can call my cutter here. I don't know if I've still got it. Oh no, I don't have it anymore. Shit.
Oh, did you melt it?
Yeah.
Ooh, goodbye Lone Star ship.
Well, I'm gonna buy one in game because they're quite cheap.
Okay.
I used it. I melted it so I could upgrade my Intrepid to the Zeus ES.
Oh, okay. Oh, what the
They got
fuck?
the
Why did I
cool.
do that? I did that for no fucking reason.
You called the ship out, didn't you?
Yeah, see, this is why I just wanted to come to checkmate where it already bloody was, because I'm just wasting more time doing silly fucking things like this, forgetting that I don't need to call it out to put the stuff on it. Because I don't need to keep moving equipment across as often as you guys do with your multiple ships that you melt and change over, and right, that's not me yet. It will be one day,
I'm
but
down to like 4 ships I own now.
only 4.
Well, I got the Zeus,
Yeah.
the Zeus, the Corsair, the Reclaimer, and the Perseus.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
I
Right.
melted some of the little ones so I get my Perseus, which
Yeah.
means I got my Polaris. But the Perseus is out soon because when they released promotional photos for the Star Kitty outfit for the Pulse and the little biker outfit,
Yeah.
there is a Perseus in the background
Oh.
next to the Polaris.
Um. Oh. Did I?
You got Titan, didn't you? Or did you get the? Oh, you didn't get a shield for the Titan.
Oh no, I didn't. Did I? Yeah, I did. No, I got. I didn't. I got
No,
it for the
that's the
cutter. I'm an
cutter one.
idiot. It's the
It's just the same
weapons I'm
size.
just doing. It's the arm skis. That's what I'm trying to change. The attrition 2. Attrition 3. Sorry. Yeah, the Gatlin's already on it. Where's the other one? There it is. Oh, you could tell I don't do this often, and then I just get confused when I was doing it often as to which ones were going on which ship, because I didn't make a note of where they were supposed to go. So, bracer, bracer, yeah. Industrial. What? Anyway, Well, fucker's here now, so
Welcome.
done.
ASOS
Pull the Titan out. I'm in the
vehicle
fighter
retrieval
straight
system.
away. Come to checkmate. Get a load of weapons and ammo, and potentially some better armor. I don't know. I suppose I'm a little bit inconspicuous in this black get-up. I do like this mask though. It's like face Terminator style mask. Yeah. What is it? The Oracle. Oracle helmet. It's pretty cool. Although, I do feel like I look like a little bit like Scorpius from Farscape. And I'm just about to get into John Crichton's fucking NASA space shuttle. Come on. Let's go. Must remember not to get out of my seat while it's moving in this thing. In Pyro, so just fall through the floor about there. We don't want that. Am I going to randomly die in my chair today? I died about here. No, cool. Good. Oh, of all the places to be in a hangar queue. You gotta be kidding me. Let's make sure we got the fuel. Let's get ourselves up in the air. Put ourselves by the door. Yeah. Come on. Open the door. I want to see that lock move. Come on. Come on. There we go. What? Contract complete? Protect Pyro what?
Maybe someone else went there. Did you get the money for it?
No. Okay. Yeah, priority's gone. Okay. Never mind.
I've got a priority 3 mission that I can share with you.
I've still got this 240k abandoned outpost one to smash. Which I'm. Oh no, I need to get out. I need to get weapons first. I can't just go to it. And why is it saying this? You're a checkmate. I can get there. That's fine. Okay, so look at my map, man. I'm coming out of Pyro. I'm facing checkmate, right? Pyro 1 is to the left, to the east. As I come out of the map, the marker is to the right. How crazy. It's totally the wrong side. Unless...
Yeah. Pyro 1 is like left. Yeah, it's like to the left, isn't it? Yeah, it's weird.
I think I need to get used to the position of... Everything in Pyro on the map seems to be inverted. What do you mean my quantum travel's complete? Fuck off. That's not checkmate.
It always recently dropped. I'll share this contract with you because I'm gonna go do it while you're getting here.
Okay.
And hopefully you get some money when I do it.
Okay. Yeah, because I...
Don't even need to leave the ship. I can shoot them on the ground.
Oh, it's fucking nice. Mince them from the air.
Yeah, and Holy did it over 2 days and has earned 13 million.
Oh, that's what I need to do. Just fire the fuck out of every outpost mission. Just like, get the job done.
With a new guy in the org, and I was showing him the Corsair earlier, and he loves it.
Yeah, I do like the Corsair. It's the best in show paint for me on that one, dude. It was just so lush. There's just something about the way it sat on that ship and the shape of the ship and the shadowing. Just, mwah. Definitely one of their best art directions for sure.
ship, but I've got the dying star paint, which I'll use as Grumpy gifted to me.
Yeah.
He didn't have to. He was like, I bought it. And I don't want it anymore. So if you've got a Corsair, have it. I was like, oh, dude, you're a star.
Oh yeah. Nice.
And he fucked up. He put my email address in wrong. So fortunately, he could cancel it, redo it.
Oh. Yeah, you only get like one of those, don't you? If you fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah, he put my email address in wrong. Let's go to Monarchs. Last landings, or last ditch, sorry. Boo.
Oh yeah.
My quantum drive technically goes faster than the speed of light.
Yeah.
It does 315 kilometers a second, which is about 5% faster than the speed of light, which is just weird.
Yeah, that's not not that massive, much of a massive increase, but at the speed of light, that is actually pretty. It's like what would that be like? 15-fold, because it's just above 300 k a second per second, isn't it?
Just shy, it's like 299 something.
I thought they changed it because they found it. Oh yeah, no, it is 299.
And my quantum drive does 315.
Yeah, so it's like
It's like 5% faster.
yeah, but when it works out as to 8, because when you get to the speed of light, each concurrent increase percentile wise it's the same as like 10 watts is like 100 watts is only twice as loud as 10 watts, not 100 times or 10 times, sorry. Do you know what I mean? Like the multiple doesn't quite work the same. Just because after that speed things get so unbelievably heavy theoretically.
Well, it would require infinite energy, right? You shouldn't be able to do anything with mass at the speed of, like, anywhere near the speed of light.
Well, with our understanding of energy, which is why we use things like warp fields, where you would bend space and time around you and make a bubble for you to pass through faster than the speed of light, because your mass would be contained within the bubble of energy that you're warping space and time around you. Although that suggests that past the speed of light, if we were to go by warp travel, you'd be able to basically teleport. There wouldn't be various speeds of past the speed of light. We'd just be able to immediately warp space and time like a wormhole and bend to where we want to go immediately. But theoretically, the mass increase at the speed of, or past the speed of light, each percentile you go past is like another 10-fold past the previous percent that you've gone. Which is in itself so fucking mind blown. Galactic brain. So on your ship, when you're traveling at that speed in the quantum, with the quantum travel, do you can you stand up on your ship, or do you just immediately fall over?
There you can get up.
Because that was one thing I did notice that I did quite enjoy when I was on your Corsair, is like when you're traveling in quantum and I'd stand up, like you could physically see the struggle for the PC to try and walk towards doors and stuff. It'd be a lot slower, and like it was trying to put that inertia sensation in. Oh yeah, here I am, bitches.
I've just got to this outpost at Last Ditch. Oh my god, I'm right near water. This looks so fucking beautiful. The clouds on, the water simulations on. Let's go fuck up this outpost and murder everyone.
What? They won't know what's coming until it comes.
Oh, it's a cave. Okay, that's gonna be fun.
An available space has been located.
That should be quite easy.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a goddamn underground cave system.
What the fuck? That's partially terrifying. Oh,
An available space has been located.
available space has been located, has it? Well, where is it then? Where's my available hangar space, checkmate? You've located it, but you've not shown it to me. Ah, there we go. Oh, it's all the way over the other side. Come on. What the hell is this video?
What my
Oh, here it is.
I killed 3 dudes and 2 dogs. Awesome.
Yeah.
Now I'll land just take the rest of them out.
Yeah, there we go. It's better. Get myself to checkmate, and then the first thing I need to do is get myself registered here so I can spawn.
Arrival complete. Welcome.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be all the way out of Gaslight. It's so far. Right. Animation's good for getting out the seat. I haven't died. That's a good thing.
Alright, let's go fuck up these dudes.
Oh yeah. Ah, some hanger noise. I haven't heard hanger noise in a little while. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'll have that. And then we'll... no, we'll leave you. Come on. Right, let's try not to get killed and bloody lipped again. That'd be nice. It would be very nice. Although... elevator isn't being called. That's not good. Why is it not being called?
Welcome. Select your vehicle has been moving. Visitors again.
No, don't do this to me.
Nice, I stole that dude's Democo. Hehe.
What? Why are you not calling the elevator to my hangar? Ah, don't tell me I can't. This might be I have to get my ship called for me to be able to get out of the hangar and go float myself to a pad. Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on, game. What you doing? I've come all the way back here and now I can't get into an elevator. What are you saying? Right. That's it. I'm going to call the Titan. I'm going to go to a pad. Blasphemy, I say. Ooh. An engaged security area. We like that. Let's go! Maybe not. Yeah, everything else is still interacting okay, so it's just the elevators deciding to... What? Just the elevators deciding not to call itself to me. Despite interaction. Let's see if the pilot seat's going to kill me today. Checkmate. No, 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 no. Yep, no, we're still good. Okay, cool.
Exit protocols initiated. Please stand by. Final preparations underway.
Oh, yes, I will. Oh. Uh-oh. No, that's not good. Uh-oh.
Weapon systems offline. Shields off. Shield. Engines off. Engines off. Engines online.
Boom. Contract
Oh
complete.
no. I think I've bugged out slightly. Yeah. Oh. What? What? Why is my Yeah. Yeah, I'm experiencing a couple of issues with regards to my controls for some reason, which is interesting. Public pads. Where are the public pads at checkmate?
Underneath on the stem, like
Okay.
underneath. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're a bit hard to find, not as like clear. I'm about to come back.
Oh, I think I might see them. Could be wrong. Probably wrong. No, probably wrong. Oh no, I think I see. Do I? Do I not? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Oh wait. I just see numbers. 7, 8, 9. Oh dear. Whoa. Nearly wiped myself out there. Oh dear.
What'd you do? You got a bit quick.
Oh yeah, just a bit. I'm just glad I was holding space. Because I was able to clear it by like person's width, about 6 foot. Let's have a little bit of a tour. You can find public paths. If I can find it myself, I should be able to. Then I'll know where they are. So we got the hangars that are here. So they're clear outs, right? Yeah, they're clear outs. Okay. I do like that these hangars have like their own little runway type section to sort of lead you into the station. That's pretty cool. Oh, what do we have over here? Is that nope. Clear up. Do you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna try again. See if it gives me another hangar. It has it? And where's that gonna be? Ah, you're gonna be back over there. Well, fuck it. I'll try again. See if a different instance of hangar fixes the elevator spawn issue. Am I in a different hangar, or is it just giving me the same bloody one? I think it's giving me the same one. Fuck's sake. Well, it is what it is, I suppose. Yeah, it's the same one. Well, I'm guessing this is elevator broken. Yeah, I don't want that on. I don't know why it was, but hey ho, it is what it is. Oh,
Got quadrant right. You got your cruise control on.
it was off. I did turn it off before I came in.
Arrival complete.
I am remembering to do it. It's just how I tend to fly. I'm more of a leave auto throttle on and then adjust by adjusting my mouse wheel for the trim and holding reverse, because then it frees me up to do rolls and shit and strafing without having to keep constantly power thrusting. Enjoys the keyboard. See if we can get a call on that.
I'm nearly back at checkmate now. I'm up to 2.5 million now. I did spend 4.4 million upgrading my Corsair.
Yeah. No, this is bust. This control panel. Literally cannot call the elevator in my hangar instance.
Call elevator to
I am locked in a hangar.
I'll come to yours, then hopefully it fixes it.
Yeah, I'd probably say don't actually step into the hangar, because I don't want you to end up getting trapped in my hangar and then you can't call it.
Just take an elevator to your hangar.
Yeah, I'm standing by it anyway, ready to go. So all to just buy some guns and ammo. Oh, it is what it is. Have we got any? No, we've just got entity errors. Oh, data container errors. No. Session. Let's just planet cell loads. Instant loads. Change. And open door entity issues. Okay. The elevator's locked. Let's see if is this interaction working. Yes. He says. Okay. I think my hangar instance here in Pyro on checkmate is broken. Because now that's gonna... Yeah, I thought so. Alright, we'll do that. Let's see if that changes the instance of the hangar. And the response for this, maybe? No. Okay. That didn't work. We know these work, so...
Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Let's see, is it related to the Drake? No. Okay, so it's not because of the ship. And it's not because of the freight elevator. Maybe it's just the instance on this server is broke. Oh, no. I bet it's because my dead body is still in the elevator. From the guy that killed me. And I can't be in two places at once. But that's what's happened. So yeah, I've probably my account on this server and in this hangar instance is probably slightly broken, slightly bugged because of the death in the elevator.
Hangars are just bugged anyway, so I can't call mine either.
Oh, your elevator's bugged as well.
Yeah, but it's been an issue for the past like couple of weeks and stuff. So the elevator's been fucked.
Well, I've not had that much in the way of an issue with it.
The last like week, it's been very problematic for a lot of people.
Yeah, but this is what I'm suggesting is probably what the error is. Is that people can, like what happened earlier to me, if you can call an elevator to your hangar instance and pull someone else who's trying to get out of their hangar instance into anywhere other than the lobby, and you kill them in that lack of armistice zone, then the server, the consolidation from client to server, it's got two copies of your person. It's got the one that's unresolved, that is technically not in a location. Because you've got to remember, the elevator doesn't technically count as a location of instance. It's merely a portal of travel. So it works like the jump gates, right? So it will say that you've left your hangar instance, but it hasn't deposited you into the lobby. And you're not really meant to be able to get to another person's hangar instance unless you hijack the lift, because you're not in their party, right? Well, I've not made it out of the lift to the matey who killed me's hangar instance, because I didn't actually leave the lift, and the lift isn't counted as part of your hangar instance as an asset. It's kind of like a dead space. That's why we keep getting these the black voids. So I bet that's what's happened. We are not technically, we're on the server, but our ID location, our coordinate location, hasn't been consolidated. So although we can fly in and out of hangar instances, we can't rectify the hangar instance to complete by being able to leave it. We can only leave it out into space. So we can access exterior hangar instance. We can't at interior. I wonder if that can be resolved. Let's do a little test. Where's the nearest station to checkmate? Let's have a look. Nearest station to checkmate. Because if not, that's going to be a jump off server and jump back on again job. Also, you completed that mission. I didn't get to accept the mission, and no, I didn't get any credits either.
You didn't accept it?
I didn't get it to accept.
No, maybe you can't accept phase 3 ones because you're still on phase 1.
Yeah, that's more than likely.
I did understand. I wonder why I got the full amount, because it should have been split.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, where's the nearest station to checkmate? It's probably back to Stanton Gateway, right?
Nah, because that's like 40 GM away, probably. I don't know if there's one in between checkmate and here, I believe.
Where's here?
Checkmate.
Yeah, we're at checkmate. Where's here? Because if that's checkmate,
Hatch City's not too far away.
yeah, am I going to be alright to get there? Like, I'm not going to get blown out of the sky or anything, am I?
No, I don't think so.
I'm only going on based on what you said about there being slightly different factions and stuff. And
Alright, it's the one below it, that one.
hang on, why's my shit turned off? The one at Patch City, yeah, we got that in. I'm gonna have to do that when I get outside. Request. Let's just make sure we got a full contingent of fuel. Yeah, we got a full contingent of fuel. Right, let's go test if we can access, or if I can access the. See if it's the hangar instance that's broken, or if it's the elevator instance that's broken.
Thank you for visiting. Safe travels.
There we go. Let's get the landing gear down. Down? Oh, sorry. Where are you? Oh, is it? Oh yeah, it's not gonna need to redo the route because I did it inside the hangar. And it breaks. You can't do it inside the hangar, it breaks. There we go. There we go, that's better. Now I'm going to get my marker. Oh, yeah. 10G. Let's go 10G, baby.
Mine's obstructed.
Oh, mine is too. What the fudge? Okay, Oh. Oh! Oh! Oh, fuck! That would be why it was obstructed. That was so close. Oh, well, you jumped. Nice.
Yeah.
Mine still doesn't want to go. What? What are you chatting? This is chatting bullshit. Of course, now I can't get to it because your name's in the way. It's trying to get me to ping you, I think. Alright, let's take that shit off. Let's try again. Yeah, spool it, spool it, spool it, spool it, and ready? There we go. Yeah, it's a little bit buggy. Let's try Patch City for a do the elevator station test. Oh, you totally disappeared. Oh, you jumped back that way. What?
No, it dropped me out.
It
I don't
dropped.
understand how it's saying that you're going quicker than me because I've got a quantum drive that's much faster.
Apparently, you were already at Patch City, according to mine.
No, it dropped me out.
Oh, and you're having to spool again. Okay. Do 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 do.
You've got an initial acceleration quicker than me, but
You'll
anything
catch
like
up and overtake.
yeah.
Whoop.
But you're an MM away from them.
Oh, we're at the 23k range. Oh, let's get a bit of a. Okay, the hangar request was way faster here. Uh oh. No, 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 no. There we go. Oh.
Landing gear down.
Slam. Into the floor. Well, we made it. That's a good sign. My doors still work. We've gone back to muted hangars, which is also a good sign. Until we get out the ship. Yep, that's fine. Let's just immediately see if I can call an elevator here. Yep, I can immediately call an elevator here. I can actually interact with the panel. Is it going to be a black elevator? No, it's not. Sweet. So it might just be checkmate at the moment. Because that to me says whatever happens to me earlier on with my account, it hasn't resolved my instance of when I'm at checkmate. Because your hangar instances count as part of the outside rather than internal. I know, But what I'm saying is that I haven't had any problems with checkmate apart from the void elevator. Well, in doing that, again, think of it like a debug troubleshooting perspective. How can you replicate the issue that you're finding, and what is setting off the issue you're encountering? Well, apart from that one void elevator in yesterday's stream, I haven't had issues with elevators. I've been able to call them fine. So what caused me to have a void elevator in that instance, which that was my first arrival to checkmate, right? I killed myself, ended up back at area 18, had to jump back to Pyro, didn't have any problems throughout whilst I was there. It was more to do with my ship assets. Today, I now can't use the checkmate elevator to get in and out of my hangar, and the only thing that has happened today that could have affected it is the death that occurred inside the elevator from, because I called it when I got there. You saw me call it, and then I ended up being taken to the lobby, couldn't get out because someone else had actually called the elevator, and then I got took to their hangar and they shot me as we exited the armistice zone. So my location of my character is in that elevator. I've died in their hangar instance, and I've not been resolved back to my own hangar instance. Yeah, so like my location's lost essentially for the checkmate elevator, which is probably why I can't interact with it. Because again, it's not an internal or an external asset, the elevators. They are just teleportation portals. They simulate movement. You don't actually move. Your location marker moves, but you physically don't.
That's not what the CTO said.
Well, I would say this. I'd like to challenge anyone who sees the shape of that elevator box from the outside of a station move through the model of the station, where if you're inside said station, you don't see that box of the elevator moving with someone inside it, because the directions that they move would suggest that if we're inside the station, you'd see where the elevator goes, because it would be travelling through the open spaces that we can traverse. And this is something I noticed last year, man, like when I was in the Finger Cave.
The CTO said that the elevators travel in a physicalized path.
A physical... Okay,
yeah.
So when we've been at a station, dude, right? If I was outside, yeah, and I was above this point in front of the elevator, and I watched and chased your location down, and we had someone else watch where your direction of your marker goes, and we both went in the same direction as that marker, I'd like to know how this elevator's space, this physical aspect, goes through the model, where there are areas where you should then see the person physically in a box transversing through the space.
What space are you on about? There's no place where you can look at an elevator move.
No. Oh, God's sake. Just because he says it's a physicalized movement does not mean that the player actually physically moves in that box, because it means the entirety of the box has to move. It doesn't. No, it doesn't though, because if you watch the track from outside the station and have someone inside the station and follow that track, you would be able to see the box physically move in and out of the space station, because it doesn't actually move inside a tube. Your location will move, right? But you enter this box, right? I'll tell you this. When you fall through the box in a void, right? Show me the shape of the track that the elevator makes to each of the hangars. Considering their own...
No. Require you seeing through the wall.
Right, this is what I'm saying, dude. You would
It's
see
because you
someone
can't
move
see it.
through the wall.
Yes.
No, 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 no,
Dude,
no.
if I got an elevator and went to my hangar, you'd see my player location move to the side,
Yes,
move
your
towards.
location does, but you are still in that box, and it does. As soon as that door closes, you can't see what happens to the player model. You can't see
I,
what
I,
happens to the
I
asset.
trust what the CTO said.
You could trust that all you like, but I know how coding works and how the assets to this game work because
I
I've
think he
decoded and
knows it
seed them.
better than what you do.
Oh,
Because
right,
he
okay.
is the one who knows.
So if that's the case, why can we not see? Why can we not see, right, where this elevator goes? Where's the tube? Where's the tube for the elevator? Where is it? Show me
It's
where it
not.
is on the asset. Show me the station, right, and pull apart the module that I have seen, because I've seen these ships and these assets pulled apart in their several modules that it takes to make a ship, right? The same as when I had to
I
pull
don't
out the
know what you
STL
mean.
to
The
print.
CTO said it's a physicalized movement. What spawns? It's an acts as a carriage. The elevator acts as a carriage.
That
You
doesn't mean
move.
that it's a solid object that you are currently traveling in. You can be temporarily flattened and move through a space physically, but that doesn't mean that your asset as a character is being. It's still. Doesn't matter. Doesn't actually matter. Really doesn't fucking matter. The amount of times I've watched you guys just in the finger cave when we were stuck, when shit was glitching, man, where it was physically impossible for someone to be moving in the elevator through a space because of the solid object that you would have had to have passed through that would have been a fucking wall to get to either of the hangars on either side of the space station. Also, it then doesn't account for when you've only got two hangars or two elevators like this, and you're having to apply that to 8 hangar locations that 20 players are using per instance. That means that you're having to supply 20 players with 2 elevators. How then are they temporarily moving through a physical space at the same time for an elevator that only one person can use at a time? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, if you had all 8 people, say it was you, Fingers, Grumpy, Snail, yeah? Maybe you had everyone in the Finger Cave operate at any station, yeah? Say you took up all 8 elevators and you all went to your separate hangars, right? If you had another person outside watch where everyone's location moved to through the station to the hangars, you're all going to be going along the same track. And yet each hangar location is on 2 forward, 2 back, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, and when you watch them from the inside of the station, they all go outwards and then move left or right to the hangars. There isn't a physical amount of space for those elevators to operate in as a cube to move to those hangars, is what I'm saying. As a physical cubic object, it doesn't actually move. You are being teleported, it's your location that moves, and it's the ID of your player character asset that moves through a temporal space, through that physical location, but the actual box of the elevator as an asset does not move. Otherwise, these space stations would be way bigger than they actually are to compensate for the physical mechanics. They'd have to be. It would also explain why there are so many issues with elevators. It's also why when it glitches out, it's not got a tube attached to it to physically move through, like it would mechanically need to, like every other asset in the game, whether it's a ship, whether it's a person, because it would have to follow a specific rail to do so, because it would have a predetermined path. But it doesn't have the predetermined path because the box doesn't actually physically move. You do as a person, but you are then a 2D object. You're being teleported. That's why you don't
4-hour
see.
video by the CTO that was released maybe a week or 2 ago, he explains that it is a physicalized path, and that is why we're having issues with
No,
the elevator.
the physicalized path doesn't mean that the solid cube moves physically.
It does.
No, it
That's what
doesn't.
it
It doesn't, because
says.
that's not how tracking works in maps, man. You
didn't
can have
realise you had a degree. I didn't realise you were on par with the CTO. Who knows? He's the
mate.
CTO.
It's a physicalized path in a game, much like an AI works. Yeah, if an AI follows a physicalized path, it's following a predetermined track for it to maneuver around a location. That does not mean that it is physically on a rail to move. You don't see a physical pipe that an AI continuously goes around.
Well, of course not. You wouldn't see it. Where would
No,
you see it?
no. So why does that not apply to the elevator then? The physical cube, I'd like to see the physical cube of the elevator move. Show me that physical elevator as a cube physically moving through the station and the map, and then I'll say, okay, yeah, it's a physical
You're not
object that's
going to
moving.
see the elevator move, are you? Because the door's closed and it's hidden behind walls. You can't peek your head through the wall and have a look where it's going. It's all. That's why the station's so big and there's not a lot of space inside. Like this station's massive for just being an ASOP screen and a few shops.
So
Because all
again,
the rest of the space down there.
explain to me how when you're in one elevator, I can't use it. And yet, if someone's at a hangar at the other end, they can appear in the location you've just disappeared from. That would mean that there's two elevators in one space, travelling in that one rail.
Yeah, it's a separate instance.
No, because the elevators aren't separate instances. This is why you can't use them when someone's fucking called it. Like I just experienced with a death in the elevator that's caused me to bug out a checkmate. It's the same with the hangars, man. The hangars, there's only a predetermined amount of hangars, but that's got to service however many people are using it at the same time, right? That's why we get a hangar instance waiting time now, right? Because there could be 2 or 3 people in the same hangar at any one time. Yes? But you don't see that person in that instance, but they're in they're occupying the same space as you.
Yes, that's what the instance hangars are. You occupy the same space, but until you
Right,
request to leave,
right.
then
But
it becomes.
if that was the case, then why when I call that hangar, does it then open if someone's in it? The same as the elevators. Like I tried to call that elevator, you saw me, right? I called it. I wasn't the one that called it though, to get out of my hangar. The same as I hadn't pressed the button to get to the lobby. So I ended up in someone else's instance of elevator and got taken to their hangar before leaving my hangar.
There's only so many elevators per station.
Right.
That's how
So how can that many elevators all follow the same track if they are physical objects? That means that the physical object has to pass through another physical object. Well, you know what happens in that instance. I experienced it in A18 in the 4.0 preview. When that happens, you just randomly die and explode. Because either the ship, someone has to take priority in that instance. Well, if that's the case, the elevators, everyone would be dying in an elevator every time they're travelling in it because everyone's using the same elevator all the time.
It's not the same elevator. There's like X amount of physical elevators. That's how the transit manager works. You press a button and then it sends a request to one of the carriages hidden in the walls to come to where you are.
But they're not solid. They're not solid, man. Otherwise, you'd have solid 3D boxes constantly passing through each other. That means that your character passes through another person. And if that's the case, why are you not having random death interaction when that happens, like you would do in instances throughout the game elsewhere? Because that seems to be an issue when assets collide in these instances, like we've experienced in hangars.
You're assuming that they go through each other.
Well, how else are they supposed to operate if they're following a rail that's apparently a physicalized path, right? A predetermined path that's hidden in the wall to go between the minimal amount of hangars that are on each side of the station.
I've seen
Do you see what
people
I'm
use
saying?
elevators at the same time, and they've never crossed paths, even when they move.
So again, where's all the space in the wall for that to occur? The
Between this
3D,
wall
the
and the outer
3D, the
station.
3D objects, the amount of 3D objects that would be in the wall for that to occur, there is more objects than there is space.
I think you'll be surprised if you went outside the base and to see like the difference between like this wall here and the outer base. There's a lot more space than you think. There's only like maybe not even 10 elevators total.
Well, personally, I don't think that's how that physicalized space and location works. Because again, when you phase through an elevator, you don't see that track and that wall. You only see the walls of the elevator, and you see the rest of the station, but you don't see the transit tube that the elevator's supposed to sit in. Which is why I don't... No, you might not be meant to, but you can see the rest of the asset. So why is it the only thing that we're arguing over, the transit tube, doesn't fucking exist as an asset? If it travels through a transit tube
If you
to
go
get there.
on YouTube, look at
That
the
does...
Star Citizen video, there's a 30-minute section where the CTO talks about the elevators and how they work. It goes quite into depth about how it works and what the issues are.
Well, I don't think that past the elevator, once you get in it and that door closes, it stays as a 3D object, even though you yourself are the 3D object inside that box. I don't think that box moves, personally. I think your asset, your ID asset, that you're visually seeing, is just getting teleported. Personally, you're appearing from one location to the next to get to that hangar instance. Because otherwise, this instance here wouldn't have a crossover issue between the layer instances of hangar from outside world to inside world. Surely. Your location marker might get transported for sure, but I don't see us being transported. It might sound like we are. There might be a visual cue in the elevator, like a light or whatever. I don't think we're actually physically moving. I think we're just going from box to box, and it gives the appearance to the outside world, if you're not in your FPS, of movement.
Just been busy with other opportunities, you know.
Don't get me wrong, I'll go watch the video. I'll go watch it. But, but when anyone says physicalization or anything of the matter, and it involves transport tracks in a game, doesn't matter what game engine it is, like, just the energy required to pull that off would be more than... the game wouldn't run with the amount of elevators it's got in it to achieve that in each of its assets. And having seen the module breakdown and how the game works in its file tree and stuff, it would be so much larger just to account for the fact that these elevators can move, which in itself is ridiculous.
Speak your truth, Ron. That sounds like a bit of fun. You're right.
That, and again, it's a lot of resources to waste on an instance for an elevator. I mean, come on.
Well, you know, Chris Roberts, he likes realism. He likes the immersion of it.
It's just too much of an object to be passing through a fucking... Also, the speed of the movement to traverse the distance. Nah, I don't buy it. because there'd be too many instances of crashes. It'd be like everyone had driving Ferraris on the motorway, except they're all heading to the same tailback, and people would be dying left, right, and centre because they'd just be colliding into each other. There'd be too many collision aspects. They'd also have to make these elevator boxes much, much thicker walled as well, in my opinion, asset-wise. They'd have to be as thick as the modules for the ships. Although that might also be why they don't work so well. Hmm. Anyway, guns. Is this the guy? Haven't been to the city. No. Are you the guy? No. The fuck is that shrine? No. No, I'm in the bar again. For fuck's sake. Oh, no, I don't want security. Where the fuck is the shop? I'm in the shops. No, that's Habs. This is the shops. No, that's ship parts. Ship parts. Guns. This is the one. Ugh, out of my way, model. Where's the screen? Where's the screen? Yeah, you'll do. Oh, they've got it. Okay. Oh, no, they don't. No SMGs here then.
I haul my ass through 2 separate systems just to have the price fall out. Talk about taking one sideways.
I don't really know about Patch City. I don't really come here. There is like usually like a.
I've got a P4. P4's not bad. It's standard, but yeah,
Good all round there.
good old
There is-
bunker gun. No, it's not going to be in there. I don't want leg wear. We've got a better undersuit. No, we ain't got
like the
undersuit.
other stations because there's usually a gun shop separate from that as well.
Let's just buy the ammo for that. No, I don't want to. I want.
This one hasn't got it like the other stations.
Oh, I can only buy 2. No, I can't. I can't even buy 2. I can only buy 1. 1? What? Can I only buy 1 at a time? What? You can only buy 1 magazine at a time? Are you kidding?
Buy more than that,
No, I can't, because every time I hit more than 1, it goes inventory error on the purchase screen. Yeah, they've got
Your destination is to Patch City, right?
Huh?
Your destination on the buy is to Patch City.
It fucking wants to be. It should be.
Although it's still
Yeah.
it's the same thing. Inventory error. I'm just looking at. I'm trying to do it as well. I can't
Yeah.
even buy 1.
No, because I think I've just bought the stock. Do they have stock levels at this place? Are you kidding me? Have I just bought them all?
I've got things happening. Big things.
Yeah.
Kind of thing to turn a right for a guy to a legend.
What?
You know what I mean?
Are they? They can't be serious that they've got
All the stuff.
they have a stock level in raw.
So Pyro's meant to be like less availability. Although I'll try out the scalpel sniper rifle. That thing's sick.
Yeah, but raw. So if
I
I
don't know. It's out.
buy a grenade, how many of those can I buy? Plenty of those. Okay.
Oh,
So
fuck it's late, mate. I have to go to bed. I've got to be up at 8. I've got to be up before 8. I've got to be up at 7.
yeah, no worries.
Look, either you get it
They
or you
can't
don't.
have
I'm not gonna
really. They sell out of ammo. What?
That's the first level.
Uh oh. Uh oh. Why won't you let me exit? Oh, thank God. What to lock myself out then? What?
Right, man. I'll catch you later. Have fun on Star Citizen.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to do some missions, but I'll probably die.
Try not do. Don't do the supply one. Do the outpost ones. They're
Yeah,
easier.
okay. That's the one that we did before, where before I fell through the planet,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
Just
Sweet.
take the Titan and just, if it's
Yeah,
like
rinse
an
them on the
attack
floor.
just shoot them like from your ship, just float above and just use this. Yeah, it's so much easier. Sometimes you don't even need to leave your ship. It's great.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, I'll do that. I'll give that a shot.
Yeah, let me know how it goes.
Yeah, well, hopefully I've some content up for it, but
Yeah,
fucking infantry error. I can't believe it's brought like 3 fucking magazines and it's all gone. What?
yeah. Gotta go. Catch you later.
Catch in a bit, man. Buying out all of the ammo. Well, that's fucking crazy. Um. Oh, oh. I can't believe I've bought out all the ammo. Don't know how that makes me feel. I've only got 3 fucking. Oh no, this is not going to be good. Where can I buy drink? Didn't even check that shop to see if it had cruise. 8. Yeah. You're gonna be in here, right? Yeah.
Perfect. Let me get that for you.
Let's get them on. Let's get that on, just in case. And we've got a gun just hanging off the back as casual. We don't want to ship parts. Oh, do we? What was it I needed to get on here? It's probably going to be the same as elsewhere.
Oh, I love this song.
M4A. Yeah, it's just the same as fucking Gaslight. Starburns!
Good to see you. What can I get you? Hey,
No, not how's it going. Guns, but you probably don't do juices in here, do you? Can't believe I bought out the stock of magazines for the P4. That's ridiculous. Genuinely ridiculous, right? S38 magazine.
half my age and acts like he knows everything. Let's see how much he knows when he gets a bullet through the eye.
P6, no.
Here you go.
No, look, there it is. Oh yeah, look, insufficient stock. They've got it on the, they've got it up here, but they ain't got the stock for it. What? Oh, the madness. I don't know what. Oh, this is all stuff that.
Howdy. Welcome. Hi. Feel free to come in. Hey. Hi. You know if you need anything.
Are you all supposed to be in the same space?
Thanks for stopping by.
That's a little disconcerting. I'm gonna get out of here. They look a little bit weird.
Hi. Welcome.
What? I have looked for the water, for the fluids. Well, these guys got drinks, right? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'll
but
help
I
you in a
bet
sec.
you don't. Yeah, of course not.
Well, hey there.
Hey there, but I can't get a
Maybe
drink,
later
can I?
then.
Nope.
Hey. Yeah, have a look around.
Yeah, I am having a look around. I wanted a drink, but this bar doesn't sell drinks. Ugh, it'd be better when the bars work. You're just a gun shop. I know you ain't gonna have fluids. But I kinda need to check just in case. No, I didn't think so. Fuck.
Anything new in your world?
Yeah, you don't do consumable stuff, do you?
Been too long since I've done a
Nope.
proper clean of my arm.
Fuck.
Just the one big thing.
Hey, let me know if you need it.
Yeah, good as new, my ass. Shit parts, yeah, you ain't gonna do it, are you? I just have to go to medical. Oh, excuse me. Too much coffee. Too much coffee. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, medical, that's what I wanted. Just sign in. Yeah, okay. Floor 4, room 4? Jesus.
Everything going all right?
Well, we'll soon find out if you can hydrate
Sure
them.
thing.
Ugh. Ugh. No, that's room 3. You're in room 4. That's the room I'm supposed to be in. The fuck? Come on, medical assistant. Heal me! Oh no, that's not what I want to do. I want to get into the bed. There we go. Right, so that's that done. Let's get down and out of here. Lobby. How much have I dropped? 4.6? Ah. No, no. Oh, radar's unavailable. Why is my radar unavailable? Okay. I'm using a random placeholder for this station. That's disconcerting. No, because I need to... See, that's another thing I'd love to see. Is if these are solid, we should be allowed to see the radar as they move, because if they're solid objects and they're going to the same location for a hangar, instance or no, then they should be able to show me the the track that they're moving on the map. But it's interesting how everywhere I go, where there isn't a track for you to go, it becomes hollow and it isn't somewhere that you can see, which is incredibly interesting. That surely you should still be able to see the station. Oh, I haven't fucking... I'm an idiot. No, wait a minute. I did just call this.
ASOS vehicle retrieval system. Vehicle selected.
Retrieved it.
Vehicle has been
Oh,
visited.
brain is fried. Too much coffee. There you go. Right. So, I'm in the station. Why can I only see that portion? I should be able to see all the other floors, and I should be able to see my hangar, and I cannot. Show me this box move. That's what I'm gonna say, and I believe it. Because when I'm in my instance hangar, oh, what's that? I've got radar again. Funny that. Now I can't see the other part of the station map. Like, that doesn't happen anywhere else. Which is a bit of a giveaway in how the map works. Because you're going from one module to another. And if the modules were all attached, hangar instance or not, you'd be able to see that on your map. Just saying. Like, physicality tracks don't mean shit, in my opinion. Right. It's not that I don't want to not believe the CTO, don't get me wrong on that. In the sense of his choice of words is probably a little bit misleading. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
And it's just because of how this game is modular. And having seen how the assets work as interchangeable modules, being as I want to be able to make ships, I need to understand how the modules of this game work in CryEngine, which is heavily modified, which I also have in comparison to Unreal and how that works. And the CryEngine is better for this kind of setup of game, but modularly, how tracking would work, physical tracking and such like, moving from instance to instance or module to module, I appreciate there are issues because of how they got them to work, but we'd be crashing into each other all the time. We'd be insta-deathing all the time, like how it was in 318, 319, 320, just going into an elevator. IMO. And that's because it was one instance of elevator that was physical, that everyone was trying to use all at the same time. It wasn't just, oh, we can put you in your own module that sends you to your own other module of instance, i.e. the hangar. But the elevator itself is a module. I don't think it actually physically moves. It just teleports your location and makes it appear like you're physically moving, because it has a predetermined destination. Like, why am I not moving? I've got my fucking throttle up and everything. Oh, because my engine's off. You fucking... Ah, this is not good. What's going on, brain? That, and again, like... if... Look at where that module would sit for an elevator. Traversing left and right. It's one tube. Every single one of these hangars is in a line. Every single time that hangar's elevator would move, it would smash into this one, and then this one, and then this one, and then this one. There's no chance. And again, if it was into the area behind it, like, this area is not all filled with elevators. Not for shit. They're all on the same plane. I'd understand it if the hangars were staggered, like in height. That would make sense. But when you are staggered in line, no. No, not at all. Why? Because then if that's the case, the 3D model doesn't make sense, because this hangar, like, it would go through this hangar's elevator. It would go through this hangar, that one would go through. They just all go through each other. And even if they went backwards to the back wall, let's draw a path, shall we? We know in this hangar that the elevator sits roughly where that ridge is. Okay. So let's say, look how thin this is. There's not a chance that fucking 4 elevators traverse in that track for the size that they are along. They'd have to move in an L shape, right? But they don't, because they all come out at the same location. They are not a physical object. They can't be, because they would crash into each other. You can't have those objects overlap, because if you do, look what happens with the instance of a hangar when it does. If you happen to cross the point of an instance in this game where your hangar and another player's hangar overlaps and causes a layer disturbance, one of you takes priority, the other dies, because you cannot both occupy the same space at the same time. That's why there are so many issues with hangar instances in the very beginning of them being hangar instances. That's why we had sounds bleeding into each other's hangar instances. It's why you get assigned a different hangar than the one that's being currently used until you get an overlap layer. Because you haven't got hundreds of people using the same hangar instance in every location at the same time. You've probably only got like the 8 to 12. Which, you know, they've got enough to service each person, sure. But I mean, come on. Like, that box, a wireframe box in a map, because you don't need to see the elevator. It's not got mechanical pulleys and shit attached to it. It only needs to serve a function of transport. Or a transport physicalization does not mean that it needs to occupy a physical space for it to do its job. You can track everything about a person within a square or boxed module, and then as you're transporting them, they become transparent, they become hollow, they become see-through, they become, I mean, look at all this junk in the way. Like, where I want to see that transport path for the elevators, because it even curves into location, into which, oh look, it's another hangar instance. So where does the elevator go? Because the transport time as well, if you follow the edges of a station, like, they don't make sense for where an elevator would be as a box for it to service each hangar. Right? That's why I think, personally, that physicalization of the hangar, it's just a cube you sit in. You get transported, for sure, because we see each other move, but you physically, in that box, experience going from one place to another. But in the game, as an asset, you don't physically move. I think you end up becoming holographic, for want of a better term, and become a supplanted 2D object, as it were. And you just move across that plane. And the reason I say this is because for someone who has decrypted the P4K file and seen every asset module that is in this game, whether it be for a space, not for Pyro for sure, but definitely for Stanton and the stations in Stanton that operate on the same principles and the same coding. I haven't seen any transport tubes at all. I've seen the modules for the stations and how big they are, and I've seen the modules for all of the ships. The only ones that don't exist are the elevators. They are just boxes. There is no connective transport tubes for the stations. They are just modules that are bolted together, and each of those modules do not have spaces between them. Which is why I would argue that point of the physicalization of how they maneuver, that as a physical object, they technically don't exist. Because if that's the case, I should be able to 3D print that asset of the elevator. I can't, because it doesn't exist for me to grab. Whereas, all of the ship's modules do, all of the station's modules do. I'm sure if I decrypted this P4K version, build 4.0.1, I would see all of this station, and I'd encounter the same thing. The only asset that I will not be able to print out of this entire model to any scale will be the transport tubes for, or the transport track for, damn, headset has died. I should have charged it before I go anywhere. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to stand corrected when it comes to the physical pathway that the elevators take on this, but until I see the transport tubes that they exist, reside, and move within in the assets of this game, which again I've decrypted and looked through to see what I can and can't print, it would be the only asset I've not been able to find. That just seems odd. That's all. That's all. And again, it's not hard considering how the jump gate works to be able to transport you from one area to the next. And I hazard a guess that the way the jump gate works is the same as how the elevators work. You start in one location, you go through that transition layer that puts you into an animation. That animation area is another module of which you fly through until it spits you out the other end. And when you get spat out at the other end, again, it's looking for the minute details of transition. There's a whiteout at the center of that portal before you travel through it, before it phases in the graphics of the interior of the module. The same as when you're coming out and you can see Pyro. There's a transition. When you get to the end of the module, it goes orange and bright white first, and then it phases in the view of the area you're moving into, to give the appearance that you have seamlessly moved through one area to another without a loading screen. Now that to me suggests a form of transition teleportation to move you from one module to another, to give the appearance of seamless transition or seamless movement from one area to another, or in this case one map to another, or another server to another server. And I hazard a guess that that's what the elevators are doing. Because again, trying to track where a person is, we've done it at stations before, at Seraphim and such. There are movements along that station with the hangars that don't make sense because the elevator can't exist as a square object. It can't exist going through rounded tubes because the rounded tubes it apparently goes through are smaller than the box itself that it sits in when it transports, which again doesn't make sense. And trying to follow the model, like, I don't know, it's gonna make me second guess now. Oh, fuck off. Also, again, what's the deal with the lack of collision? People using elevators in one space, like, you'd have to account for those collisions, which means that that physical object can't be solid. Otherwise you'd be colliding with objects all the time. You'd have to be. And then people would just be dying before they get anywhere. Like, and if it was so crystal clear, why doesn't it show up on the map? And yet every other module does. The elevators are the only place that you can't get a radar of what's going on. Everywhere else, your hangar instance you can. Right. The jump gate you don't. Sorry, I'm putting 2 and 2 together here, just because how game coding works, and how map making works, and how generating modules works when it comes to games, which, for someone who used to mod games, yeah, the technology's moved on massively now, don't get me wrong, way more advanced, but the principles are still the same, because it's still based on the same code set, and it's still built in how engines propagate and use their assets in that code. If you have those kind of interrupts, you cause some of these issues that we see in this game, for sure. But I might have to do some more deep diving into the assets of this game. Go find me the elevator box, and go find me the tubules that they will be dancing through and going through to see where exactly these transit tubes are within the asset. Oh, wait a minute. That might have been a chance to be able to view some. Oh, you little fuck. Come on. Can I get through? Is that a little bit of a solid? A little holy hole. Come on. Oh, you're gonna go solid now, aren't you? Oh, you little bastard. Oh, come on, man. You could have seen it there. That was so close. That would have been cool. The other reason I don't think that there are transport tubes for the elevators to go through, and that these areas are solid within the game, would be that if they weren't solid and you had tubes that these elevators were transporting you through, that's a lot of polygons to also render in and draw that you ain't ever going to see, but need to actually physically function correctly. I don't see that happening. Like, this game's already drawing in fucking pixels and assets. It doesn't need to be drawing tubes that you're never going to see. So you're better off keeping everything solid Because the other thing is that we'd be able to see it when we fall through the void. You can see the shape of the station as you fall through it. You can see where the modules are because they show up as the modules. The elevators don't. They're just fucking corridors down. They don't go to anything. Whereas all the other modules are interconnected, which another reason I find that weird. If they functioned like every other module in the game, they would look like every other module in the game. But hey, what do I know? Nothing. I know nothing. Like always. Like always. I just got a feeling that the specific language that was used by the CTO was potentially misleading in his description of what of what the devs are actually doing and how these assets actually interact. Because as we know, those who have creative control and project lead don't necessarily need to have the development experience and the hands-on building experience or coding experience of the assets in the game. They just need to get everyone who is working on the terminologies they're using is technically correct. It may just best describe what they think is happening and what they've been told is happening and how it works. It doesn't necessarily mean that it leads to an understanding of what's actually going on. For misinterpretations. What? Fuck. Why is my hangar door opened? Did that... What? Okay. Let's see, can I... No, probably not. I don't know why my fucking door opened. I mean, don't get me wrong, I see the shape of where they're supposed to be. But, I mean... Come on. I don't buy it. What I should probably do is go find the asset and then I should pull this section off of the station and see if they're there. That wouldn't be too hard to do in Mesh Mixer. But it's picking the right module to load. Which part of the module would it be? Do you reckon it'd be the front end module? Would it be the activation module? I say activation module. So each ship, the cutter for example, and I'll use this as an example because this is a ship I wanted to 3D print. This ship has 6 modules. The rear cargo bay, interior, the rear cargo bay, exterior. It has the middle section, the bunk area, middle module, interior module, sorry, and exterior module. It then also has the cockpit module, interior module, and exterior module. Those 6 formulate this ship. Then it has the 2 engine modules because they rotate. The door and the legs are part of the engine module because they are movable parts. The reason each module has its own section is so that when you are in the ship, I can't even get out of the chair now. Brilliant. When you're in the ship, you have that door animation between each one. It's technically loading the next module. It might all be joined together, right? And it's loaded the ship, but to account for each instance of, say, damage, like I have now, state that each module finds itself in, and to formulate which animation works in each module, so it's not loading the wrong animation outside of that module. It's just the way that the modules work, because that's how at a base level the code is stacked onto each other to be able to interact correctly. But that's also why we have seen on certain ships that certain assets don't work properly. For example, the clippable cargo grid can sometimes go wrong. Sometimes you'll end up getting to here, going into your and falling through the floor in there, because the floor suddenly ends up being hollow. You know, sometimes you'll get bedlog issues, or this animation won't work correctly. Like, on a coding level, the interaction of the player character has to fulfill a certain set of circumstances within each module. These sparks and assets that are going on to denote damage to whichever degree the damage has occurred and wherever it's occurred, it's got to relate to what's actually happened on the interior module and the exterior module. It's just how it works, right? And the load and what's its state of the outside and inside positions of whether the door's open or not, whether this needs to say open or close depending on the state of the door, etc, etc, etc. So all these modules might be highly interactable, but there is so much going on, and this is just one ship. You imagine it's a larger ship like the Reclaimer, or you know, the Prospector, a mining ship with the mining arms, or the Vulture, where it's got your processor on board and the mining lasers, salvage lasers, whatever. Right, then you've got individual HUDs. It's got to load the correct graphics per module. You find all this out when you extract the P4K file for this game. But then you also see that the modules for the stations and how they are built, like, there are plenty of modules, interior and exterior, for the stations. They do have hit points. They just have an absurd amount of hit points. So you could, if there was enough of you, take out a station. But when you're in the station and you're maneuvering through each of the modules to get from, say, habitation to cargo, they aren't technically joined together the way you think they are. Exterior-wise, yes, they look like the shape of the station. You appear to move like you do in that station. Module for each station, though, is like its own map. And you load into the module. The modules may seem connected most of the time. There's a reason you can't see the radar of the elevator as you get transported between one module to another, and it's not because it's not connected, it's just not going to be physically connected the way that you think. So, you know, that's why I'm skeptical about them saying, oh, the physical movement of the elevator and stuff. Show me on the radar, show me moving from here to my hangar with the radar on. Show me that I'm moving through that physical model the way that I'm supposed to be moving through that physical model, and then I'll believe you. Until that day happens, you are being teleported between module to module, and every other part of the game, instance-wise, is showing you to be physically moving in space by following the track it's been designed and coded to do, but you're starting at one end, physically yourself not moving, as it were, and you're just coming out at the other end, teleported, like any other portal. Because to physically move an asset like that, inside another asset, to an instance of your own, where the hangar instance is, and until you like, you got to remember there's transition layers, which you can see. You can see the transitions layers in this game. Okay, so if I call a hangar, watch this transition layer. I'm currently outside in the open world, correct? And this asset of this spaceship, this space station, sorry, exists in that open world. To get inside, I go into my hangar. My hangar is a personal instance. Now watch the barrier that I pass that allows me to enter my hangar instance module. Oh, what's that? What's that? We get an animation and a seamless transition. We get this. Now I'm in my hangar instance. Right? That's what breaks the difference between me being in my module with the appearance of being able to see immediately outside, right? And me not being in someone else's module. Oh, I've just crashed and died. Why is that? I just blew up, but without dying, apparently. Interesting. But the same transition happens when you get out the back of your ship, when it says that you've left your cutter. And we can, at the moment, hear it when all the sounds of the hangars aren't bleeding into each other from player to player, per instance to instance. Because when you're on board your ship, all of the hangar noises are muted. And it's only until you step out your ship and past that transition layer that it then all gets switched on, because it was causing bugs and problems, right? It's also the same for, oh, guess what? The elevator. It's how you leave your hangar instance to get onto the station, right? But it's also why people can't access your personal hangar. You can't get to their hangar unless you're a friendly, right? How... like, these are all markers to show that there is a transition layer from module to module. This is a module. It's why I can see it on the map. That is a module. The clinic floor. Right? Look at that. If I was on the space station, why can't I see every other floor? I can see all the other clinic floors. Oh, I can see the habitation floor. But where do they appear on the map to each other? See how they're all separated? Look, they're just stacked. So you tell me, when an elevator goes from one to the other and transitions, when you look at where the elevators are on this, here and here, how do they end up rotating round to here? Or here? You see what I mean? I mean, they've got to do an S shape to get to it. Well, there aren't enough of those tubes in the model of the space station, surely, to get to, say, this area. This is one internal area, right? We can see roughly where it would be with this shape here in relation to where it is in the station, right? But if we follow the track for the elevators, and then where they go to each hab floor, look, you're telling me that the habitation floor is to the left of where this area is in the space station? Because I bet if we showed where that was on the outside of the, it would be in the middle of space, but it's contained within the space station, right? And look at the distance between them as well. Also, if that distance is true, and this is the model of what have you, Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that these aren't not in the station, they are in the station. But the way that this map works is the way that they are stacked to go and simulate going between floors and stuff. There aren't that many drop points on this station to cover this much area space with where the elevators go, because otherwise it would just have towers underneath it. But it's all apparently in one flat plane. So it just takes some getting used to, but wrapping your head around that. My experience is, considering the way that these maps are made is the same as how Unreal makes its maps. You want to warp between an area to another, you can't have the map occupy the same space as where you're going to. You have to either stack it, or within your buildable box of an area, build it in different corners objectively to the space that you're trying to occupy with the actual usable part of the map. Otherwise, you encounter a lot of issues. Right? It just seems to me that that doesn't compute. It's very clever, don't get me wrong, it's a very clever way of organising the map modules and how they connect. But physically, like, we're looking outside, so this should be the roundel, right, that I was flying over. Yeah? But there's a reason we can't get to the windows, isn't there? There's a reason we can't get down here. Can we? Or we nearly can. Right. So we need to find a point of reference to determine where that is. Yeah?
How's it going?
Welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system. Your insurance claim has been sent. Please visit us again. Welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system. Your insurance claim has been sent. Thank you. Please visit us again.
I know what I haven't done. I haven't set this place to checkmate as my main area. I'm an idiot. But yeah, there's just the physical access of the transport layer, should we say, of these elevators doesn't make sense for the model of station and what have you that this seems to operate within. Which is why I argued a bit with SirFaldo then about what the CTO of CIG has said. I'm just happy if the lift works. Yeah, so am I, dude. So am I. Aren't we all? Because there are issues. But I think, like I said, the issues are that you're trying to have two elevators, in this instance, just for an example, here, trying to occupy the same space as however many locations it has to go through. And it physically can't do it. You're also trying to use a 3D model and asset of a player and their perspective and their instance of their account to transport in that one elevator when there are only two in existence with regards to this part of the map. Like, you can't. Also, this station model is not the correct model on this map, right? And it already says that I'm outside of it. So this is just a placeholder on the map. Yeah? Which is why it's not quite correct, it's not quite working. Which is why when we go back to this later, as long as we don't zoom out so much, this plate, gaslight, oh look, habitation floors, not even attached to it. It's underneath it, but it's away from it. So how do these elevators here, on this face side, those squares there, how do they transport to here on this side? Alright, they'd have to go down and across. The same with, how do they get from, I'm at the med bay here. Where is it? Oh, we're gonna have floors now. There you go, clinic floors. It rotates. So it rotates. They're not even in the same orientation. And again, considering where it is, the hab floors, they're either side. And then, if we go back, the hab floor, there are 2 towers, and then gas lights in the middle. And gas lights closer to hab floors than it is to the clinic floors. So my point stands. If these all had tubes to each floor, it's it begs the question, that physical transport layer, just how many tubes are there out here? How many tubes are there out here to get to each area? Oh wait, no, I'm on floor 9. On what was it, room 1? Medical shop, what we got? No, don't need any of that. Oh, yes, let's get rid of this. Don't need this. It just strikes me as odd, is all. That just because of one word that was used doesn't necessarily mean it's the correct words to have used to describe what's happening with regards to the transport of the elevators. And that applies across the entirety of this game. Have fun and maybe check back after stuff. Oh, please do. It would be very nice. Like, share, follow, subscribe. I'm not always this agitated. It's just when something doesn't make sense, you question it. You don't just blindly believe what's going on, in my opinion. But and again, I'm not trying to say that Faldo or CTO are wrong. I'm just saying maybe it wasn't the best form of language to use to describe what that guy, the CTO, believes is happening, when I don't think that is what's happening. And you can have a physical track location that isn't actually physical in any means whatsoever. It's just called a physical track location. It's the same as when I used to modify like Grand Prix games. You would have the track. The track is a 2D plane that the cars are supposed to be on. But until you build an AI driver line for them to go through, they don't drive anywhere. They just go straight forwards. But that became a physical location track for the travel and traversing of the AI cars. Which is why I use the AI example, that you can draw a track, a line, for someone to maneuver through, a 3D asset to maneuver through. But it doesn't necessarily need to stick to the track you've drawn, it's just that's the space that it can operate and travel within. So it could be anywhere in that space, so long as it doesn't hit a solid object. But that track itself isn't a physical object, it's just a set of commands to tell it you can operate within this wide of a space throughout the asset. Because if not, you end up with them phasing through fucking walls and solid objects. You've got to tell them to walk in between this space here and this space here. You're not going to tell them to walk through this space here, because they'll just do what I'm doing and walk all over it, because it's traversable. See what I mean? Like, I don't personally believe these cool elevators. I don't believe that these elevators physically move. They give the sensation of physically moving, but if they did physically move, then me going from here to my hangar space, I'd be able to see it on the radar, because it could show me, and it can't. And yet, if we're inside the station, we're going from one point in the station to another point in the station, and it's a fixed point, it's a fixed place. So why can't the map generate it? Why does it end there? Because it's going between module to module. And if you're doing that, you are leaving one module and being loaded, transported, teleported to another module. And it's the code doing that that breaks. Also, if it wasn't a problem, both elevators would work in both spaces. We'd also end up... Oh, you know, I'm just... getting riled up about it, trying to explain it. I'm just getting lost myself. Let's go in the Titan. Thank you. Right, I'm logged in at checkmate. Have to be logged in at checkmate. Right, let's go. Oh, look at that. It says I move. Did I move though? No. Because it now can't load the instance. The map. Where am I? Let's have a look. Where am I in the map? Oh look, I'm still outside the station and I'm back in the same place that I started. What are you doing? I said, for fuck's sake, just take me to my fucking hangar. Come on. It's saying I'm physically moving on the map. I'm outside the map. Come to here. Come to here. Now I'm in my module. Now is my module in relation to... Oh, my module loads over here now, does it? Cool. Well, that's nice to know that this module is over here. But again, it's still only this box. You see? See how that box underneath is your elevator for your ship. That's what it spawns in and then comes up. I can't see outside until I do that. And I move the map to load a different fucking thing. It's why the placeholder for this station is this, even though the station's a totally different shape. And I'm apparently in space, in my module. Do you not find that weird and odd? This is what I mean.
Welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been revisited again. Goodbye.
Right. Let's see in this. Does my ship appear? Or will it appear? Oh look, the loading plate. Are we going to get to see it spawn? Or is it not going to spawn while I'm in this mode? But it won't. Oh, it's because the doors are not shut yet. There we go. Does it spawn? Spawn the asset? Oh, look at that. Look at that. See that? See those 3 points? They're the 3 modules of the ship. Oh, how ironic. It's loaded 3 modules, but it hasn't combined. Hasn't pulled together yet. Wonder why that is. Is it because I'm stopping it? Oh no, look, it's loaded even more. See how there are different modules? Wonder why that is. Why is that? Oh, because it's loading 1, 2, 3, 4 modules for this ship, which happen to relate to the locations I have. Look at that. Can you now see how this game is built in modules? Now, when I get on here, see how, look at that, look at that. Watch the map in the top left, right? You get a loading ramp module. The outside module is the loading ramp. I'm going to go inside. Watch you transition to the inside of this ship. Oh look, now I'm in the gantry wave for the ship model. Now you can see the sections that I'm modular. It loads them as you go. It glues it together as you go. There's a reason that they have doors. It's not just to say that, oh, this is a spaceship. You've got to have blast doors like every ship would, but it's also an ingenious technique of how you can get immediate loading from module to module and keep an instance of said module that applies to the player. Like, I looked at this when I was trying to 3D print these models because I was trying to figure out why is it that when I look at each ship I'm having to take, like, I was loading up what are 3D models in this game, but I was only getting the shape of the cockpit either the external or just the internal. Right? The internal is crazy because it is just a rounded box, the shape of the cockpit. You don't get the outside detail on that module, right? But like I did with the cutter, I wanted the whole of the cutter. I couldn't find a combined model because it loads in modules. It's why that particular model has 6. Like I said, 2 for each. 2 internal, 3 internal and 3 external. And it's in a folder that each module has its own folder of assets, right? It's no wonder this game is so incredibly complicated and complex. But what gets me is that you won't know that unless you go and try and reverse engineer the game with the tools that are available to see this shit. That's why it bugs me, I think, that having seen that and how this game is built, that you get a bit more understanding of how the game works, which when you're trying to playtest or find bugs or generate bugs and what have you, you need to understand all of that to figure out how the game engine disseminates its own code and assets to find out what could potentially propagate an issue. Why does the bug? What causes the bug? Can you replicate it? What condition does it replicate under? Why does it need that to then bug out? You know, what does or does not complete? If it does, what gets in the way that causes it to bug out because it completes different code first that it shouldn't do? You know? That sort of thing. That's why, genuinely, earlier on, me leaving my instance of hangar, it did not complete in that elevator because I didn't leave the elevator. I got taken to someone else's hangar I shouldn't have been in. It couldn't say that I was there because I died, and it thought I was still in my own instance of hangar. Therefore, I hadn't left. So when I ended up going back to checkmate to use the hangar, it thinks I'm still in the elevator. That's why I can't interact with the panel. I'm like soft locked. Right? So at what point then, yeah, there's been issues with elevators, but this will be one of the issues of the elevators. The way the code interacts, changing from a person's modular instance to the next modular instance. If it doesn't complete that crossover and transition, you get stuck in the dead space in between the modules. Right? It's why on the game session I had with Faldo, that I didn't stream, that I've mentioned today and yesterday, the module on the planet that is a building that I ended up traversing from the middle section, where there's a door, but there isn't a sliding door. It's just an open space. It's supposed to lead into what would have been a pressurized airlock, but in Pyro at Terminus, in that particular location, it's as if that airlock has been bust open, right? But my transition between the dorm frame from module to module is what bust, and why I then fell through a hollow floor that put me falling through the planet. The planets are hollow, because as soon as you go through the floor, the texture of the floor, the frame of the floor, you can see through the planet as you fall permanently as an asset in free float space. It's why you don't die unless you've got no suit on. It's why you can't interact with anything, you can't hit anything, but also why nothing can hit you. You become a ghost. You become an invisible, visible asset, as it were. Right? Glitch. A 2000s style game glitch. And that's the bit that gets me. Understanding that, you can apply that to how the other modules in this game work and chase down errors in code or generate bugs in code. And personally, I think the elevators are one of those instances where in that transition between one module to another, you don't technically move in the elevator. Otherwise, there'd be way too many tubes to provide that 3D square, that 3D box movement within this module. Right? Look at that. I'm outside my module of hangar. The hangar module is still in the same place, but the module that this is on the map doesn't it doesn't compute. It literally doesn't compute. Wow. Yeah, okay. There's some good fucking initial thrust. It's quick. So oh yeah, I need them off. Let's go find our point of reference, right? Which there's the damage. And we were looking out of a window, a construct window of the model. Right, considering the distance, we would have to be... Oh, preferably not smashing the fucking... Oh, we've got... Still got my wheels out. No, I haven't. Okay. Oh, this is bullshit. So we've got to be looking through one of those windows, right? Oh, shit. I'm being shot at. That's not good. So we've got to be in this thing, right? This thing on the top. Well, yeah, this looks like the shape of the thing that we're in, right? Yeah, deck. This is where we'd be probably looking out, I would say. On deck, considering that we look out at this piece of fucking rock. We must do. I would say we probably do. I mean... Yeah, zone A. Yeah, I would say the windows are somewhere in there. Maybe. I want to say so. Oh, look at that. I can get somewhat in this model a little bit. I'm probably going to blow up at some point, considering I've already been attacked. Get into the model there. That's a hole. Yes, I'm in it. Yeah, destroyed. Fuck. Okay. Make sure that I... Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, no, I'm permanently in the model. No, let's do some exploration and see what's hollow and what's not. Well, let's find out what's going on. Uh-huh. I know we look out of that. And this shape suggests the roof that we were in, I would say. Oh, what's that? We can't get down there. What's that? Interesting texture. It's moving with me. Why can I not go further down? I can't get any closer. Now I can. What? Interesting. I want to find one of the viewports that we can look out of when we're inside the station to look at this rock. Because I know the orientation of this rock. And that we must be able to also see out of the module that we were in when we were inside. Because we can look up and we can see out. So if we can see out, we must be able to see in, right? So let's find it. Where can we see in and where can we see out? Because that's a hangar door, right? Simulated lights and windows. So are we in this bit? And if so, we can see through the ceiling, right? So we must be able to see from the ceiling in. Oh, what's that? Oh, look at that, it's hollow. Hollow. So where's the module? Where's the viewable module? If that's a hollow asset. Very interesting. Because that's what we were looking at from the station. So the view must be that gantry there. Mustn't it? If this is... Oh wait. It can't be. Because there's something in the way. Wonder what's in the way. Maybe it's on this side. Maybe it's closer to the hangars. Oh, it must be. Because it certainly isn't in that section. Because if it was, we'd be able to see in the same place that we can see out. But we can't do that. Maybe it's in this section. I was just at the wrong part. Let's have a look. Nope. Okay. It must be in that part then. Because asteroids are point of reference. If we go anywhere further, we'll have stuff in the way, won't we? To be able to see. So what I want to see is where we see out when we're inside, where we can then look at that asteroid, because that's clearly the asteroid we were looking at, right? But wait, we had an area that we could look into that was before it, before we were looking at this. It can't be that arm, surely. Where is it? Oh no, we can look through that arm entirely, because it's fucking hollow, look. There are windows in that, but I don't see no people. Okay. Maybe it's these bits. Is it underneath? Nope. Nope, because they're just lights. Okay. So where were we looking out from? Nope, this is all refinery. Right. Now we're under the station. See, now it's in the way. And we know it's over this side at the very least. But then if it is, this bit isn't attached to the hangars, which are over there. So how does the elevator get from in there to over there in a straight line? Are we starting to get the picture? Are we starting to get the picture of how these modules work? These things might be massive. They're just solid. They're just solid models. You are just being transported from module to module, from model to model. Surely. And I mean, we know we're looking at this one because this is the one with the hole in it, right? And the other asteroid, bits and pieces, that's out here. Right. Where is all the other asteroids that we were looking at? Oh, what, this one over here? That's the direction we came from. So we weren't looking at this one because of the orientation from which we left the space station and what have you, right? So we know we were looking at this piece, and all along that side we have looked, and we can't see out. Is it this piece? Is it this area? Where the bit is broken? No, probably not. because then that means that the two elevators that service the hangars are the same two that service these two large cargo areas, or these two larger bays, right? And if that's the case, then what the fuck? So it can't just be me going, well, what the hell's going on here? Oh, got some asteroids over there. Anyway, I think I've made my point with regards to how these modules of the map work, and therefore the assets of each individual section, right? For me personally, the transport system of the elevators don't go up, down, left, right, forward, back, whatever. They stay static. Right, you don't see them on your radar, because the traversal between one point to the other is basically instantaneous. You just experience it as if it's not. And then the transportation of that is only done via the visual of your location marker, because it's just that, a location marker. Just a bit of text that denotes where your 3D model is supposed to be. Your 3D model doesn't necessarily have to be there. Or if it is, doesn't necessarily have to be solid. So it boggles the mind. Anyway, that's enough from me. I'm going to call it a night. I'm shattered. And it's 25 past 1 in the morning. God. I'm going to watch this video with the CTO describing what's going on here. I hope they've got some wireframe of the models and the modules to show us how they work, but they're probably not going to give away all their secrets. But just from knowing how CryEngine works, in how it retrieves assets and places characters into assets and transports them from one place to the next, like, to generate the tunnels for that to happen for just the elevators in this game would make this game, the elevators, as big as the game itself, in my opinion, and the game's already big enough. So again, I don't personally think that you step into a box and then you in that box physically move through a space. I think you get transported and the output of your coordinates gets visually represented on the map. It gets visually represented in relation to your departure and arrival of a specific place from module to module. But unlike the tram system, the Hyperloop, there are physical objects you get into that physically move on the planet. The models for these space stations are basically solid, and you are just moving from stacks of the modules between those module areas, and it just makes it look like you're in one place. Because it seems interesting how there is each station, I've noticed, tends to only have one or two viewing windows in its main core module for you to have a relationship as to where you are. Right? And whilst you're inside that module and can't be seen, the relationship of you being inside that module, the space station might be big enough for all these players. But you're just a location pin moving around. It doesn't tell you anything about the necessity of the scale and size, and the only modules you're entering and exiting are the hangar space before you're then into the module of the space station. Well, the module of the space station, hate to tell you folks, the modules of each of the in-game are all the same size. They just get scaled when inside the game's map. That's what then lends itself to how big they are. Because again, it seems odd how I can take each model and each module, and they're the same size in Mesh Mixer when I'm converting them to STL. Now, if I was making a reclaimer, surely it should be gargantuan size and taking up all of my build plate and then some. I'd need a much larger printer. I'd have to scale it down to fit my print bed or my viewing area. And I don't. Also, the asset of the elevator, it's not a model that exists. So, it's just a wireframe box, right? And if it's just a wireframe box, but it transports the 3D asset of the player character, we'd all be crashing into each other because the assets of the player character can't phase through each other. You'd have issues of glitching, like when you import into the game and you've still got guns on your back without being attached to a backpack, and they phase through the shoulders and they're just pointing out like wings. We'd have that happening, but with players and armor. Haven't seen that happen yet. Haven't seen collisions in an elevator happen yet that kill people, like we do when we're transversing between hangar instance to hangar instance, and you can be in a ship and occupy the same space, and all of a sudden one of you takes priority and one of you is dead. So, just strikes me as odd. But hey, like I said, what do I know? I'm only noticing the patterns of behaviour of this game and how it appears to generate itself, how it's been built, you know, and I'm trying to deconstruct it to understand where these errors are occurring in the code to properly debug. But hey, maybe I'm not good at it, eh? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, that's it from me. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired. I've had too much coffee today. My brain hurts. My eyes hurt. Stomach's starting to hurt. Oh, I do have my daughter this weekend, so there's a good chance that I might not be on stream. I might not even be playing games, because she will take up all of my time, because she's awesome. But if I do get a chance to get online, I will try to jump on stream and say a quick hello, and see what's going on, and go from there. So, as always, if you like what you see and you enjoy the content, please like, follow, share, subscribe. Comment on any of the videos that you wish. It'd be nice to hear from people. Whether it's feedback, criticism, really don't care. Just chuck it this way. It'd be good to socialise and build a community. That's the plan. You can see this video live as it is right now on twitch.tv/crunked7up. And failing that, if you're watching this on catch up, or you want to watch it on catch up, it's on YouTube, or is now on YouTube, at youtube.com/xofficina. I hope you enjoy what you see. I hope you enjoy the stuff that I'm putting out and talking about. If not, just come and laugh and point at me whilst I'm sucking playing at games, or causing arguments, it seems. Yes, hope you've enjoyed this foray into Star Citizen, despite the, again, lack of content. Just trying to traverse around and get from one place to the next with the various issues of the evening, whether it be my own lax gameplay or whether it be bugs and having to respawn and all that jazz. It does get better. I am easing back into this after a bout of illness and stress for real life stuff, so it'd be nice if I could have people, oh, excuse me, join back in, come and watch. Like I say, like, follow, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. As always, take care, stay safe, keep sane, see you then. Peace.